What is good, friends, and welcome back. As I'm making this video, some of you will be entering the conquest in Moscow in a few minutes. And while I'm waiting for my turn to enter the next conquest in Cairo, I want to share with you, friends, my prediction about this upcoming conquest in Moscow. Before I go with my prediction, I want to talk about the matchup. But just before going with the matchup, I'm trying to complete this video as soon as possible, as some of you are aware that we are under a tornado warning. Yes, it's quite unusual where I live. We're not in a tornado country or anything. So when I saw the warning, I was still at work and I said, well, I better come home as soon as I can. And while I was planning my, when I was about to leave the office, I took a picture that you will see. And as you can see, it's building up. 5 minutes later, I was about to reach my car when it started to pour, like pouring cats and dogs with high winds and anything. But I'm glad I'm safe. There was no tornado in my area. It was more like a violent storm, a lot of rain, thunderstorm, and whatnot, heavy winds. A lot of people are out of power, but I'm lucky enough to be safe and sound. So, with that being said, let's talk about this matchmaking. So, I'm going to share a picture with you guys. If you see two penises, you are totally normal. I see the same as well. So, it's to highlight the two coalition, the coalition in red and blue. In red, we have G28, S21. If you don't know S21, they were formerly known as Class of the World, CFW. Then we have FWZ, Family War 0, and K27 from server 27. They will be facing Top from server 22, Avenger from server 30, Super Legend server 37, I don't want to make a mistake, and Ink Phoenix from server 13. I've put or somebody put the a description with the power so you can have a good idea about the balance of power there. And you see what I see. It's not quite even, but it's much better than when we were playing in that rotation with HBR. I'm glad that we left that rotation to make room for not proper alliance, but alliance that will enjoy more more this rotation than us. All right. FWZ, I've known them. The first encounter with FWZ was in my last Moscow conquest. I was playing in HBR. They were playing against us at the beginning, then they switched side. And let me tell you that FWZ, they hit hard. They run mostly armor groups, main battle tank, and helicopter. At least that's what they did back then. Not much artillery group. So that may be their weakness. But let me tell you that they have a lot of heart. When they played in Legendary 1 for the first time with server 14 against Mast, they showed a lot of heart. I mean, they were the smallest or the weakest alliance out there, but that didn't stop them from keep fighting and fighting. They never gave up. And that's, in my book, very respectable. You cannot take away that from them. And even if on paper their side or coalition lost, they never gave up. And they put up a great fight. So K27 showing at 42 billion power. Don't have much to say. I know they are from our server 27. And I know that a few of G27 players left to play this rotation. So I cannot comment much, but they have a few strong players out there. In the green corner, we have Avenger at 48 billion power. Avenger, they gain a lot of power. They gain a lot of recruits. Recently, a lot of my old friends from server 8 migrated to server 30 and they love it. I mean, they commented that the level activity is amazing, so good for them. They will put out a great fight. Super Legend, we played with them as well as S13. in our last conquest, San Francisco. Once again, very hard for me to comment on their gameplay as they were no match to us, but we were too powerful for them. I can say that Super Legend were great guys, and S13, they really impressed me. They were the small alliance to put up to show the most courage and to engage the most against us. They were not afraid. They knew they would be no match for us, but they still put up a fight. Once again, very respectable, and I'm glad that you guys are sticking around in this battlefield. So now you will enjoy more this conquest than when we were there with HBR. Now let's talk about top and S21. Why keep these alliances at the end? Simply put, those two alliances are under a lot of pressure. Why? Because both of them, they need that win to stay in the top 8 for the grand finale of the Paramount Cup. Top is not at their first experience in Legendary 1. We were playing against them last conquest and 2 conquests ago, but back then they were around 24 to 30 billion power. They were really small. They kind of broke up in two with DT, and now they're back. I'm glad that they did. I predicted that they had the potential to return or make a comeback, and they did. So I'm very glad they did. They have a few strong players as well as an old G27 player that went there. And of course, we have Starcrest, the most powerful player out there. They are motivated and they have now a chance to raise out of the ashes. All right. And now we have S21. I keep them at the last. The last time I saw them fight was in San Francisco, and let me tell you that I was amazed and impressed by their performance. S21, I don't know exactly what they do. Every hour before reset or around that time, they all activate at the same time, and I have no money, which are their big boss. He always lead up the attack, and they are pure savage. They are highly motivated, and the level of dedication for this alliance is off the chart. I've never seen so many players active, and at the reset until maybe 17 UTC, they are super active, and they will wear you out if you try to oppose them. They may not show a lot of force at the beginning, but they will wear you out. They will never stop attacking you. And you gotta be careful, friends. They are absolute savage. So between the red and the green coalition, who will win? Well, the balance is in favor of the Red Coalition, and that's where my money goes. I mean, I don't have a dog in this fight. I wish a great conquest. I wish a victory to everyone, but there can be only one winner. And I have to go with the Red Coalition. They show more power, and just because of S21 alone, what I saw was quite incredible. So this is my prediction. S21 and Co will probably win this conquest. We'll see at the end how it goes. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the Red Coalition led by S21 will take the W, or it will be the Green Coalition led by Top who will take the victory? And why? Let me know in the comments, and we're going to talk about this. Why do you think either team will win? In any case, I wish you a great conquest. I'm going to watch and monitor the battlefield and hopefully be able to share some game footage with you. I'm very excited about this. I'll be waiting at the reset to see what's going on. That's all I have for you, friends. Have a great day.